Hi, my name is William Metcalf, and today we're going to be talking about the IRMAA provision, the Income Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. And you could be paying more in your Medicare costs than your next door neighbor. You may not know that. Um, with IRMAA, that's the Income Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. Depending on your income and based on different brackets, you could actually be paying more for that. And so I'm going to talk about what IRMAA is, how it's calculated, and then some steps that you can take to maybe lower the amount that you pay in your Medicare premiums. So IRMAA is an adjustment to the Medicare B and D parts of Medicare. And what it does is it could end up being a small amount to a couple $100 extra each month in costs. And so how IRMAA is calculated is based on different brackets, but they really start out at around 100,000 for single people and $200,000 in income for married people. And that's based on your modified adjusted gross income from 2 years prior. So this year, it's going to be looking at your modified adjusted gross income from 2023. And that's a little confusing, but that's important because if you had a high income, say you just retired and you were earning, your peak income back in 2023, then it's going to be based off of that number. And so the higher your income, the more you're paying in these IRMAA charges. And so we want to look to minimize those as much as possible. And so what are a few things you can do to look at this? So some things you can do are first, you want to look back at 2 years prior to see what your income is, because that's going to kind of determine if you fall into these brackets. If you're single and it's over around 100,000, or you're married and it was over around 200,000, then you're going to start paying IRMAA. And so that's the first thing you'll want to do. The second thing that you can do is you can file an SSA, that's for Social Security, Form 44. And what this allows you to do is if you have a qualifying event, which range from retirement, a reduction in income, divorce, maybe a spouse passing away, these types of life-changing events, if you have one of those, then you can actually file for an amendment on your IRMAA. And so say 2 years ago, you were making $200,000 or $300,000 or $400,000 per year. Instead of paying IRMAA based off of that amount, it can be based off this new amount because you've had a life-changing event. So if you're retired and you're living on an amount that's less than the IRMAA brackets, then this could result in a reduction or elimination of IRMAA. So this is very important. If you have questions about this, we would be happy to help you here at Wiser. We can help by looking at taxes, tax planning, and then also income planning as well. So we are very strategic in how we pull money from your accounts and send it to you and we're mindful of these things like IRMAA. So if you have questions, please feel free to reach out and schedule a consultation with us. We'd be happy to help you. Thank you.